Okay, so pagkukumparahin natin yung apat, arbitrary detention, kidnapping and illegal detention, slight illegal detention, and unlawful arrest. So before we proceed, please take note na yung arbitrary detention ay nasa ibang title ng Revised Penal Code, which is Title 2 or Crimes Against Fundamental Law of the State. At then ito naman law, Title 9, which is Crimes Against Liberty. So let's start with arbitrary detention, Article 124. So elements, the offender is a public officer or employee who, and without legal grounds, he detains a person. So take note, kapag kay arbitrary detention, ito yung mga public officer na vested with the authority to arrest. Sino ba yung mga pwedeng mag-aresto? Mga police, PIDEA, or NBI, or madami pa. So, meron siyang legal grounds for detainment. Number 1, commission of a crime. Ito yung tinatawag nilang in flagrante delicto or caught in the act. So, of course, as a public officer with the authority to arrest, pwede mong arestuhin yung taong naaktuhan mong gumagawa ng krimen. And violent insanity or any ailment, compulsory confinement of the patient in a hospital. So, legal grounds yan. Kapag ito yung ginawa mo, as a public officer, you are not liable for arbitrary detention. So, the penalty varies. Depende kung ilang araw mo dinitain yan. So, arresto mayor in its maximum period to prison correctional if not exceeded 3 days. And penalty of prison correctional in its medium and maximum periods if the detention has continued more than 3 but not more than 15 days. Yan. Yan, prison mayor kapag 15 days but not more than 6 months. Ang haba niyan eh. And reclusion temporal, which is yung pinaka-severe. Ang haba niyan kapag gumabot ng or lumagpas na ng 6 months. So, senaryo para maintindihan. Police Officer 1 sees Pedro walking at night. Ayan, nakita niya. Naglalakad ng gabi. Without any warrant, walang warrant. Without seeing Pedro commit a crime. Di ba, caught in the act dapat. Ito, di naman niya nakitang nagko-commit ng crime si Pedro. And without any valid reasons for warrantless arrest. Ano ba yung warrantless arrest? Kapag caught in the act nga, di ba? And Officer 1 arrest Pedro. Inaresto niya si Pedro. And nilock niya. Kinulong niya sa police station for 2 days. So, Police Officer 1 is liable for arbitrary detention. Next, Article 267, kidnapping and serious illegal detention. Any private person who shall kidnap or detain another or in any other manner deprive him of his liberty shall suffer the penalty of reclusion perpetua to death. So, elements, if the kidnapping or detention shall have lasted more than 5 days, ayan, meaning more than 5 days, nasa 6 days na yan. If it shall have been committed, stimulating public authority. If any serious physical injury shall have been inflicted upon the person kidnapped or detained. Ayan, serious physical injuries, magiging serious illegal detention na yan. Yung dinitain mo na, sinaktan mo pa, tinorture mo. And if the person kidnapped or detained shall be minor, female, or a public officer. Ayan, kapag yung talo, pasok na yan sa serious illegal detention. So, scenario. Pedro forces one into a car and locks him inside the room for 6 days. Ayan, 6 days, oh. One is not allowed to leave. Of course, nakalock nga siya, di ba? So, ang result, Pedro is liable for kidnapping and serious illegal detention. Example number 2, Maria kidnaps 10-year-old child. Ayan, di ba pag minor, serious illegal detention? Hides the child in her house. Ayan, sa bahay niya, kinulong. Result, Maria is liable for kidnapping and serious illegal detention because the victim is a minor. Pasok sa elements, di ba? So next, Article 268, slight illegal detention. The offender is a private individual. Ayan, halos same lang sila ng Article 267. Ang pinagkaiba lang nito is wala yung attendance of any circumstances enumerated in Article 267. So, para siyang homicide and murder. So, kapag wala tong mga to, ayan, magiging siyang slight illegal detention. So, scenario, Pedro locks Juan inside a room for 3 hours. Ayan, 3 hours. Para check-in. Because they had an argument. Nagkaroon lang sila ng argument, kinulong na niya si Juan for 3 hours. Sa serious illegal detention, ilang araw ba? Di ba? More than 5 days. So, dito, 3 hours lang. The result, Pedro is liable for slight illegal detention under Article 268 of the Revised Penal Code. So, next, Article 269, unlawful arrest. So, yung elements, that the offender arrests or detains another person. That the arrest or detention to deliver the person to proper authorities. Ayan. That the arrest or detention is not authorized by law or there's no reasonable ground. So, sino yung liable dito? Private person and public. Sir, ba't kasali yung public? Kapag walang authority to arrest. Kasi pag may authority yan to arrest, mapupol yan sa arbitrary detention. So, scenario na tayo agad. Pedro sees Juan walking on the street. Ayan, nakita niya naglalakad. Even though Juan did not commit any crime. Ayan. Si Juan walang na-commit na any crime. Pedro grabs him, ties his hands, tinali niya yung kamay. Dinala niya sa police station. O, ano ba nabasa niyo kanina? Ayan, proper authorities. Which is yung police station. Falsely claiming that Juan is a thief. Ayan. Pinagbintangan niya si Juan na magnanakaw. Even, wala namang patunay or di naman talaga nag-commit si Juan. So, yung result, si Pedro ay liable ng unlawful arrest. Dahil inaresto niya si Juan without reasonable ground.